The Carnival Elation is a fantasy class like the Paradise. It is the Paradise and the Elation are the last two remaining fantasy class ships, partly in due to the fact that both of them have to go underneath bridges to get out to sea from their ports. Going out of Tampa Bay, they got to go under a bridge, and going out of Jacksonville, they have to go over the bridge. The Elation sails out of Jacksonville currently. It was sailing. I'm not sure where it was, but this is the second time that I've been on the Elation. I was on the Elation back in 2014 when it was sailing out of Port Canaveral, which is near Cocoa Beach, closest to the big city be Orlando. Close airport, so you fly into Orlando if you're going to fly there. And now it's going out of Jacksonville. It had been refurbished since the last time, and where the comedy club is now a bunch of rooms. They added more rooms and more balcony rooms, and I got one of those balcony rooms. And if you ever book the Elation, look at the rooms on the promenade deck and get a balcony there. They are big. And even if you get an interior on there, you walk out your door and a little bit down the hall, you're on the promenade. And then it's one floor up, you're on the Lido. And what more can you ask for? The Alchemy bar is just around the corner. And at the other end of the hall, you have the Serenity deck. If you need a balcony, you really don't need the Serenity deck. But if you're an interior, you get an interior room on that level, and then just go down the hall and you're right there in the Serenity deck. So you really don't even need a balcony, especially if you're young. And Serenity deck sometimes has a bar that's open, so that's pretty cool. And if not, you can walk down to the Alchemy bar, but they don't have beer and stuff at the Alchemy bar. But you go down to the casino bar and you can get your beer there, or go up one flight of stairs or one elevator floor up, and you can get your beer up on the Lido deck. So, I'm not discouraging any other rooms. I don't care what room you get. A cruise is better than anything, than just sitting at home, right? Or all other vacations where you have to do everything. It sails in the Bahamas and out of Jacksonville, like I said before. It's a nice ship. I like these smaller ships. Let's say when I'm on Carnival, on the first the first sea day, I always have a burger and fries at the Guy's Burgers. Well, if you're on a fantasy class ship, there's not going to be long of a line, 10 minutes. You get on I was on the Valor last year, and it took over 20 minutes in line till I finally got my burger. That's still, wait, that's part of the thing. But I mean, less lines, easier to find a seat when you go to the theater. Not any easier to get a front seat, but if you go late, you're gonna sit in the back, unless you're one of those assholes that walk in front of everybody looking for front seats when there are none. There's always one of those on a cruise. That's why I sit in the balcony area, because you sit in the front, you have to watch the show, and then some idiot family comes walking in front of you, looking around slow, trying to find seats up front. Seems like it happens every time I go to a show on a cruise. I don't know why that is. I started sitting up in the upper tier because I don't have to miss part of the show because some idiot family. I have one family with a stroller and everything. They're looking for somewhere to sit up front after the show's already started. But I don't really go to the shows that much. My wife usually drags me to them. But it's a nice ship, even though it was built in the late 90s. It's probably 23, 24 years old. I'm just guessing, but my first cruise was on a fantasy ship. It was on the Paradise, and I've loved fantasy ships. I've only been on two of them. I was booked on the Ecstasy, and the Ecstasy they got rid of the Ecstasy, so I ended up booking this one. It replaced the Ecstasy, so at least I'm doing discussion on a ship that actually still exists. What else can I tell you about it? It's a nice ship. It's very elegant. It's very easy to maneuver around. The Lido deck is nice. So the promenade deck, and all the other usual things. They don't have everything the bigger ships have. They only have two areas of the buffet, so they don't have the Mongolian walk going or stuff like that. So you do miss out on a few things, but you're not even going to miss it, really. I don't think. You're going to enjoy not having the big crowds on a smaller ship. That's my biggest impression of these fantasy class, and they're a nice ship. And they have a lot of area in the front of the ship where you can walk around, and several decks that go out to the front of the ship. So that's pretty cool too. At least 3 that I know of where you can go out, and hardly anyone ever goes out there. I really don't know why, but that's just the way that is. I did a little video here of the inside of the ship, so let's take a little look. Okay, down there's the lobby. They call the atrium. There's your shore excursions, and there's your customer service desk, they call it. The guest services, and then down there you have the piano bar, and it's the library, Mark Twain Library. It's where you can go relax, read a book, and play a board game kind of thing. Sometimes they have events in there. This is arcade for kids. Keep kids out of parents' hair or something. Up here, this is where they put the pictures. They don't have them out right now. They put pictures up, and then you can buy them. Me and my wife bought a couple pictures yesterday. And over here is your casino. There's those slot machines, and you'll see other parts of the casino. We're on the promenade deck. This here is the Sushi Express. It's open certain times of day. I'm not sure. Here's more of the casino. A lot of slots. I don't gamble. It's not my thing. But a lot of people that's what they do for fun. They got blackjack and Texas Hold'em and all that kind of stuff. Roulette. This is the drama bar. It's a sports bar. It's where me and my wife we play trivia. They have trivia here several times throughout the day. Different themed trivia. Anyway, they have a band here. One of many places. More of the casino back there. This is also known as the casino bar. Have machines where you can add money to your sail and sign card. That's my sail and sign card. Right there, stairs that go up to the pool deck, which is the Lido deck. Over here is this is a nightclub here called Romeo and Juliet's. That's Romeo and Juliet's nightclub. They're not open now because it's like 5 in the morning. There's a cherry on top, and that's the coffee bar thing. Where I have morning. Where I like to have Irish cream or Irish coffee. I mean, and this is the Limelight. We watched the movie Coco there last night. This is also where they have the comedian shows, and they do their art shows there too. Art auctions. This is more the promenade deck seating. This is kind of the indoor area of the ship where people hang out. And up above is the Lido deck where they have the pools, and it's more the outdoor area. A little jewelry store. They have a lot of stores throughout the ship too. Sell various things. With jewelry on display. This is the Alchemy Bar. There's a piano. But the Alchemy Bar is a really, really cool place. There's no one here. They don't open till like 6 in the afternoon or something, but they have all kinds of unusual drinks, infused herbs, rosemary and basil. They have a basil drops, one of my favorites that I have here, and the staff here is really cool. I get along with them really well. It's my favorite haunt. I usually come here at least 2 to 3 times a day. Believe it or not. And we'll go all the way to the back, and I'll show you my cabin because I've doxed myself, but I'll already be moved out by the time you see this. Right there's my cabin, P203. It's really nice. It's got one of the biggest balconies of all the balcony suites. These are interior cabins. Nothing wrong with that. Save a little money. You can sleep a lot better in those interior cabins, believe it or not. You have to go down this hallway. Okay. Now here, we go down the hallway. I know you're walking down the hallway. There's a surprisingly a lot of walking on the ship. I never realized it till this one. I remember my mother-in-law complained about how much she had to walk around on the ship. Actually, you do go a lot of walk, which is good for you. You know, they got this closed off. They're cleaning it, but this is the adult-only area. This is an outdoor area. It's got a couple hot tubs. Got some stuff with shades. Got these lounges up in front. You see the back of the ship, so you're watching, you know, the trail end. And they do got it roped off. They're cleaning it, I guess. I don't see it out here, but they also have a bar out here at certain times of day. On my first couple cruises, I hung out at the Serenity Club, or Serenity Club or Serenity area for a lot, but I don't really. It's more for the 20-something crowd. But you can hear that ocean out there. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's the ocean. And up above me is the Lido deck. Okay, now we're on the Lido deck. They're setting up for breakfast. Getting ready for it. This is one of the buffet grills. We've got some fruit, toast. Sitting in the omelet station. This is pizza and deli. She's open until 4 in the morning. You want to grab pizza if you're, a late partiers. And this is the aft bar, which I've had more than 1 or 2 drinks here. Not gonna lie. We just had a bourbon and Coke. Bourbon and Diet Coke. And there's the outside seating. You want to eat your food outside. They also have a fancy dining room. But I'm being very careful not to put anybody in my videos that doesn't want to be in. That's why I'm doing this at 5:30 in the morning. It should be getting close to 6. This is the other grill. It's the same 2 breakfast grills. She also have another breakfast option. You go down this hallway, which has more seating, and it's like the pretty peacock things. Some of the other ships will have stuff down this hall, like they'll have the deli and they'll have the sushi place down this hall. But this one, there's probably a kitchen or something behind that wall there. I don't know. But this is Guy's Burgers. This one open till noon. a very popular place. People love their burgers are really good too. I'm not gonna lie. Over there is a Blue Iguana, another omelet station. Blue Iguana is Mexican food, and they do serve breakfast. They got really good breakfast burritos. Kind of make your own breakfast burrito, kind of like your Subways, you know, where you have them put this on there, put that on there. These are where those stairs led up to, if you remember. And go down here further, you got the pool. There are people who really love hanging out in the pool. I call it the skin cancer zone. So I don't hang out here at all. But man, sometimes these seats can be prime real estate out here. And they got some animals. These are towel animals. Now the particular cruise that I went on went to Nassau, which is a very popular port. But if you've been, the nice thing about Nassau is you go there a bunch of times, then you've already been there, done that. You don't even need to get off the ship and just stay on the ship, and you can do just about anything, everything. No lines for nothing. You just go up and get guys' burgers. You just, you know, go up to the bar, get your drink. Don't have to wait on the bartender to serve other people. Pretty cool. You can just relax, find better seats by the pool if that's your thing. Go out to the, the Serenity deck, hang out, whatever. That's the nice thing about Nassau. If you've been in a few ports, you're like, oh, I don't want to book this one because I've been in that port. Well, there's benefits for going to ports that you've been to before. I'm gonna show a little bit of Nassau and give you guys a sneak peek. Okay, there's the port of Nassau. A little bit of wind, so I don't know if you can hear me. A lot's changed since last time I've been here. All this construction in front here. They built another pier. And there are all kinds of construction, like a little house, a tiny house thing. Probably rent, I guess. There's the tugboats. There's the place that's got the big super slide that goes through the Shark Tank. Disney, the Disney boat, and there's two Royal Caribbeans about there. Look at that. So this is Nassau, Bahamas. And they've sure done a lot of change since last time I've been here. All that wasn't there, and the shoreline was further in. So I don't know. Kind of interesting though. Everybody's going to shore. I'll head down there too. Further Nassau, Bahamas. I haven't been this far. This is a little bit, a couple blocks in. But, the old buildings. French architecture, I think. I don't know. That old church right there. Kind of interesting. Like a hotel or something. All kinds of souvenirs and things to get your money. Diamond International. I'm gonna say some jewelry. They always got those in the ports. Shirts. T-shirts. Little alleyway there. Pretty interesting. The roads are real narrow right here. No room for air. You gotta stay in your lane. That's for sure. There's a Chevy pickup. Nice truck. Another big old souvenir shop. Got some pretty cool towels there. Budweiser towel. Grotto Cafe. if you're going to walk around like I did in Nassau, don't wander too far. The Bahamas is a third world country. If it's starting to look ratty and you're not seeing tourists walk around or people from other cruise ships, there's usually 3 or 4 cruise ships parked there. So there's a lot of tourists walking around Nassau. If you're getting too far away from that and you're starting to see locals and that's all you see and boarded up buildings, you better get back. You better turn around and get back. A lot of people, Nassau can be a very dangerous port. You have to have a little bit of street smarts walking around. Unless you're only in the first 2 blocks, you're okay. But after that, be careful. I know there's a Starbucks, there's a Burger King, there could be a McDonald's, and I heard there was a KFC even, but I don't know if that's verified or not. But I don't know why people want to go buy fast food when you got all the food on a cruise ship. But people do, and people miss their Starbucks coffee. I didn't see the Starbucks coffee when I was walking around, so I don't know where it is. A lot of little stores selling your tourist crap and all that kind of stuff, and your duty-free shit, and I don't really, I'm not into. I might Christmas shop for family members, looking at cool stuff. But, pretty much been there, done that, bought what I wanted. Don't need anything else. That's my attitude. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications.